Hello everyone. Now this question from Sneha is interesting, and I believe I have covered this particular not only this but similar questions in the past, but each question is sometimes or often it is a bit different from others. The answer is probably same, but even to answer a specific question, you have to understand what problems people are trying to solve, different use cases. And this question is about how to compare multiple project progress. So this is something, I mean, of course, we are talking about basically a report. Eventually, we'll basically we'll create a report that will show some progress. But this particular question got my attention, like how to compare the progress of multiple projects. Now, the question is, my department manager wants to compare the progress of each board, also wants to view the report of each board, and what Sneha is talking about here is burn down chart or progress within the same screen. And the requirement, I believe, is that the department manager needs to see what all teams are performing well or not performing well. Is it possible in Jira? So definitely it is possible in Jira. It really depends on what you want to see. Now talking about, because you have given some examples here. So talking about burn down chart, and what I'll do, I'll probably talk about how I would do this. Now in Jira, of course, you can create dashboards, and these dashboards can be based on filters or projects. And what you can do is you can always create a dashboard for those two projects, maybe the same gadget twice. So you can have one pie chart showing the information from project 1. The other pie chart can show information from project 2 on the first row. On the second row, you can use maybe two-dimensional filter statistics to display something else. Maybe you can have a breakup based on status and issue type, or maybe you can have a breakup based on the priority and the assignee, for example. And you can basically have multiple gadgets, and at the same time, when you have multiple gadgets in Jira, you also have the option to create a filter to view specific information. For example, you can have filters for only open issues, or you can have a filter for a specific sprint which is running. And at the same time, if we talk about the burn down chart, you do have some capabilities where you can have a burn down chart as well on the dashboard. So there is a gadget that can actually show this information to you. And if I maybe open one of my dashboard here on this particular screen, I might be able to show you. So basically what you can do is, if you go to, let us say, any of your dashboard, let us say you're doing it from scratch, I'll probably show you that particular gadget. Now there is a gadget called burn down. So this is something that you can add maybe twice. Let us add it twice. And at the same time, you also have sprint health gadget. So basically something like this, where you can add again twice. So what you can do is you can of course select here, for example, if you save this without configuring anything, it will show you multiple boards, but we don't really want to view this for multiple boards. We want to view it for a specific board. So you can do that. You can actually select here the board or the sprint name. For example, this one could be iOS, the other one could be for Android. This is great. Of course, in this particular case, we don't really have any sprint running, but you can basically have, let me select something like SSPA, which I believe is a sample project. Similarly, for the other one, let us select here again SSPA, and it will basically show us the burn down, which is right now looking great, because this particular burn down is not really, I'm not able to move it on the right hand side, but let me just work on this, configure, and I'll probably select here sample sprint 2. Let us see if we have something here. So yes, we do have something here. And for the other gadget, for some reason I'm not able to, I'm not able to drag it. Yes, now I can. So let me select here, maybe for this particular sprint, you can of course display something like this. So you have like two, basically same report, but side by side. So this is something great, which I believe is wonderful at the same time, because you are able to do it without using any app or any additional customization in Jira. But there is also this easy BI based reports, which you can take a look at, because using EasyBI you can create wonderful reports. These reports are dynamic. For example, if you are talking about some kind of a roadmap, you can actually see this or create something like this, like a visual roadmap, and this can be for two projects side by side, or maybe you can have just one particular dashboard for each and everything, and on top you can have the option to select the project name. So there are plenty of options, plenty of things that you can do with Jira, but it is all about whether you want to use, or whether you are happy with the current dashboard or the native reporting capabilities within Jira, or you want to maybe take a look at EasyBI. So I would say start with the native capabilities and then move on to something else for doing advanced reporting. And that is all I wanted to talk about in this video. I hope you enjoyed watching this video and you learned something new today. Thank you very much. Bye bye.